I want to show you something that happened to me about 20 years ago. I think it's, yeah, 20, 21, 22 years ago. I'm not sure now, but anyways, um, I grew up speaking English, and then I did study some other languages, including I did study some Spanish, and I studied some Italian. And let's see. Uh, One day I was got thinking about words and whatnot, and I thought about lunes. In Spanish, there's the word for Monday is lunes, and I thought, lunes, is that? I mean, it looks a lot like luna, the word for the moon in Spanish. So, I mean, that can't be right? That Monday in English is like the moon? You know, I thought, the moon? Are we talking about the moon? So I look it up, and no kidding, no kidding. So the Monday is actually about the moon. And then I got, I just got further curious. You know, wait a second. I mean, the sun, like is a Sunday? Is this actually? I mean, do we actually have the sun in as a day of the week? That was really bizarre to me. And how did I not notice this before? Hadn't explored it before. And then let's see. Well, I got further curious. Are there others? So then I thought about like the word in Spanish for Tuesday is martes, and I was thinking, martes. That looks like pretty close to Mars, and I go look it up. That's what it is. We're talking about. That's it's Mars Day essentially, uh, like Martian, Mart, like the if you some of these languages they change s's to t's or you know, there's various kinds of formulations of the same word, and then of course like Italian is martedì. So those two are similar. And lunedì, martedì, and then I got wondering, are there more? I thought about viernes, viernes, and I think, no way, no how can this have to do with Venus? But I look it up, and there it is. Venus is what Friday is. Um, I gotta keep going. What about are there others? I think Jovedi. What? Jovedi. And I happen to remember that there is another word related to Jupiter called Jove. That's somehow related. And no kidding, Jupiter is what this day of the week is named after. So if you go through all of these, there's Mars here. Then I thought, well, maybe Wednesday isn't one. What Wednesday? What could that be? And then no, miércoles. And mercoledì. I'll just put it like that. Mercoledì. And then it just became obvious that's Mercury. And then the the most unbelievable one to me was when I stopped and thought, you have got to be kidding me that I never noticed that Saturn is right there staring me in the face. At this point, it had been about 30 years that I was 30-ish, and I had not thought that Saturn would have anything to do with Saturday, which just seems bizarre. Anyways, so all the days of the week have attached to them a celestial body of our solar system. And there's a couple points in history that are pretty amazing, where we've got the Greek and Roman civilizations trading back and forth, and it seems as though there's a bunch of equivalents to a bunch of their gods at the time, that this god kind of equals this god, and then there's a separate group in the north, and those gods up in the north often have a corresponding one to the ones in the Mediterranean. So you wind up with all of these languages basically have corresponding deities or whatnot. And when did this happen? I'm not sure. Somebody knows it better than I do. Anyways, like we have Friday, and this is there's like well, say Venus or Venus is like a goddess of love, and it turns out up in the north, northern Europe, they had something like Frigg, and Frigg was also a goddess of love. So then at some point this thing came to be, and how long have we been using it? We've been using it for a very long time.